How are you going to deal with the whole issue of shelf life? I mean, right now you're doing everything organic, all natural, but once you move a certain volume, you're going to have to start putting preservatives in these things for shelf life, right?
That's actually not true. There's a lot of companies that already do this stuff. Basically, silica packets will keep the moisture out, so you have about a 3-month shelf life on these, which is fair and comparable to a lot of stuff that do not have preservatives.
My local supermarket now has 3 of the aisles devoted to health food.
Yep.
I mean, they gutted half the store
Yep.
to do this.
Totally.
You go down those aisles now, and there is literally half an aisle of snack foods.
Yep.
Quote, health food.
Yep.
How do you compete with that? Because it's not a novel thing anymore.
Correct.
There's a lot out there, a lot of big companies buying small companies, putting a lot of marketing dollars to create a buzz with that.
Yep.
And so what
So
distinguishes you?
basically, I'm looking to develop a fun and exciting brand where I think a lot of people are pushing the natural food aspect and like something you was talking about earlier, organic, non-GMO, where that is just coming with all these products naturally. I think developing a strong brand, something that's fun and exciting and engaging, will help people come in. And by me developing from farmers markets up, I can go to these natural grocery stores. Of course, I have do Coventry, which is one of the biggest farmers markets. Go to some local grocers there, already developed clientele who live in Coventry area, who shop at that store to convert business. So basically build my way up into getting into Whole Foods, things like that.
How much have you put in money into this?
I have about $500 into this. I'm working in some kitchen space on Whitney Ave, and it's not a commercial kitchen at this point, but I'm using for development, buying some dehydrators, mixers, basically the things that I need. But the kitchen, I'm renting some space in very affordably, and basically have a lot of stuff there that I'm using.
How does the price $4.99 for a 2-ounce bag compare to the market?
Here we go. Raw Food Central, they're in Berlin. They're basically charging $6.99 for a 1.5 ounce bag. Tasty Kales in Woodbridge, that's $5 for 1 ounce. Brad's Rock Hill, it's basically the biggest dehydrated food company. They have about $25 million a year. They're charging $7.99 for a 2.5 ounce package, and Moms and Raw are flaxseed crackers. So obviously it weighs more than just basically boiling flaxseed, and that's about 4 ounces for $7, so it's a little more affordable in that range. But price point, I believe I can still come down my price point, potentially, depending if I do conventional. Thinking about maybe do half conventional, half organic. Some grocery stores only will accept an organic, so depending on my market, do things like that to meet different price points.
What's your budget for package design? Because I think what Vinny says about the health food aisle now, the organic aisle, is absolutely true. You've got to really pop.
Perfect. I mean, starting off, I'm budgeting about $1.50 for farmers markets. I don't need anything extensive. This is really just on a testing basis. But as I go up, the price will increase. And some of the companies I've worked with, something they've done, they've got investment in partnerships with someone who actually makes the labels on their bottles, so you can get the prices lower. So there's some different things I can do.
Hey, talk exit strategy to me. Who would buy this company?
I mean, for example, Kraft Foods just had a huge merger. I mean, they're looking to get in the game. Annie's, their pasta, they were just bought out. So there's a lot of bigger companies who don't have the likewise mindset to start these natural food companies, but are looking to buy in so they can get into this market because they understand that this is going to happen.
And Zach, before you get right there, distribution is not a trivial problem. Can you tell us about
Self-distribution. The company I worked for last summer, one of my big jobs was self-distribution. I loaded up my car with ice packs in my trunk, cooler in my back seat, and I hustled, drove all over the state, got it done. That's what you got to do to start. That's what all these other companies, I met the guy from Raw Food Central, that's what he did, and that's how you do from the ground up until you get big enough. We just had Berkshire Brewing Company take over our distribution. And also it's a good way to build relationships within my accounts, so they're seeing my face every day. I can merchandise my own products, and that's a great way to help grow. And then they have a passion to sell your product because they see you every day. When you lose that, when you have a distributor who drops the box off at the back door, they're gone.
Okay, thank you very much.
I do have a product. Mike doesn't mind.
So you're done, just finish your vote.
Thank you. That was our last presenter. We have judges will go across the hall to deliberate, and while they are, we have entertainment for you. We have 2 speakers. Clint Thames from CT Next, who will be talking about the programs available to entrepreneurs from the state. And we have a speaker from one of our sponsors, also